Well, what's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy headquarters, and America's team? And here we are back Christmas Day, like Dallas Cowboys Chris said. And welcome to the Cowboy Huddle. And here we are. It's Christmas all over again. And I got the heavy hitter sitting with me. Over here, we got Dallas Cowboy Chris. We got 21 Armando 21. And we got Mikey 520 in the house. What's up, fellas?
What's going on, big dog? What's going on, man?
Yes, sir.
Gorgeous,
Mikey.
baby. Gorgeous, baby. Gorgeous.
Got the 520 boys in the house. I see.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, she loves me. She said Maxine is unavailable right now.
Oh,
There was a nicer day in Arizona for some reason or not.
well, it's
Gotta
feeling like
say-
Arizona here in Texas, bro. God almighty.
He talking about the Mavericks game, Gary.
I changed my hat.
It's still like Arizona up in here. I don't want to talk about that. Anyway, let's stick to the script. Hey, so what's going on? 21 Armando, how you doing today, brother?
Hey, man, same old, same old. You already know. Hey, before we get started, I do want to say a what's up, a big shout out to my boy Fabian. Is it Fluffy
Espinoza,
Hey,
yeah.
big shout out to Fluffy, man. Hey, shout out to you, man. You ever, you can reach out to me. I followed you on TikTok, so check me out. But big shout out to Fluffy, man. Hey,
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up, Fluffy, man. I just connected with Fluffy, man, and we kind of were chopping up a little bit, man. I told him, hey, man, if it'd be okay for us to give him a big shout out. He said, please do. So that's what we're doing. We got somebody. Oh man, Utah. My gosh,
repping
is in the house. What's going on, Angela?
and she's a Cowboy fan. Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, Dallas Cowboy Chris, what's going on with you, my man?
Man, you know what I do. Living the life of the 300-pounders out here and hot for work. Happy as Christmas Day again. Every Wednesday is Christmas Day, and we back again about to open these presents.
You better
Yes,
believe it. That's what we're getting ready to do. Mikey, tell us something. How was your day today? After last
My day
night,
was
I know.
good.
Yeah.
I had an appointment, so I didn't have to get on that sunshine, and I didn't have to get burnt. So I understand where you're coming from. But results of last night makes today an extra better day, considering we going forward. So, but I'm happy to be on. I'm sorry you missed that last week, but we back and we showing out. You know what I mean? Put them Cowboys.
That's what's up, man. So let's get right on into this thing, man, because we're gonna try to keep this kind of short and sweet today. So let's get on into around the NFL news, around the news. So with that being said, I guess Mondo, you got something real quick or
Oh, just I think it was literally last week, right? Wednesday when Chris texted us about the Jerry Jones situation. Jerry Jones got in a minor, I guess it was like a fender bender. Word is he's all right. He's at home already. It was just a minor accident. It was literally last Wednesday, I think. He texted right after we got off of the live when it happened. So just on a quick note, I've heard a few things about that area where he was at. I don't know, but
wait a minute. Whoa.
I guess the area where he's at.
The project.
I'm just saying. I didn't say. I'm just
Okay,
saying.
no, we're not gonna throw that out there. We're not gonna throw that out there.
Don't
Our
start that.
cousin Julio's house. What is he doing at Julio's house?
I don't know.
Don't start that rumor, y'all.
What is he doing? What is that doing at Baby Ray's house?
Where the accident was, he was heading into downtown. Okay, here. I'm sorry, you people that's not from Dallas Fort Worth. He was heading into downtown. Harry Hines is a very long street. I mean, it's maybe 10 miles long, maybe even more. But on one side of Harry Hines is a real nice neighborhood, and the other side of Harry Hines is the hood.
Yeah, neighborhood and the hood.
Hey, he was scoring some good tacos. I don't know why you guys are fronting, man.
And there's some good taco places on Harry Hines too.
I bet you there is.
See, look at Alex. Alex, but Jerry was on Harry Hines. Hey,
Yeah.
I don't know, right? I don't know.
Hey, but now it's been told that Jerry Jones will pull up in 7-Eleven in a minute and go in there and buy him something and whatever, So it's been told he gets around in the neighborhood. So
So yeah,
I mean, really, who gonna mess with him? Everybody just want to hang out, and take a picture with
right?
him.
Everybody want to hang out with Jerry.
No self-respecting Dallas Cowboy fan in the street. If anything, they'll try to get a job and try to be his protector. Like,
right. Hey,
Jerry's up in here.
They were saying right after the accident, man, somebody was going live and he was shaking hands, people trying to shake his hand and stuff. Man, that just got in a car accident and people want to shake his hand and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm glad he's okay, man. I really am glad he's okay because that could have been from the look of it was a pretty bad wreck, So
he's all right, and that's pretty much it. I don't know, G.
Yeah. With that being said, since we're talking about around the NFL news, it's been told that the GOAT has his future already set up.
Yeah.
Tom Brady is already set to work out a deal with Fox that could probably pay him more than he's making on the field. We're talking about something like $375 million. Man, that's more money in some small third world countries, bro. What are you talking about?
No.
Wow, are you serious?
It makes sense considering that their A team departed for Monday Night Football, and they're keeping them on lock. The whole Manning cast, is cool. It's cool, and we wish Peyton Manning would jump in the booth because he would be phenomenal. It'd be cool to have him on. He just don't want to make the commitment. It just shows how much this man loves the game, and he's gonna put what he puts on the field into the booth.
Yeah. And that's a good thing, man. Having more football players in the booth. I don't think nobody does it better than Tony Romo. Tony Romo will tell you the damn scheme they're getting ready to run.
Yeah, and I think that's one that I'm actually excited to hear his broadcasting. Because this is the dude that was that picks apart defenses. So to hear him and actually see and tell you what's gonna happen, just like Romo does. But this is from Tom Brady. That's gonna be something,
man.
Well, you think about it. Fox had to do something since they lost Troy Aikman and Joe Buck.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes, sir.
So they had to make a splash. So the only other person that would actually bring those eyes like they want. Well, you think about it. We're gonna watch football regardless. We don't care who announcing the game. But when you got a name like the GOAT, University of Michigan's Tom Brady, I want y'all to remember that. You can't help it, man. That's what's gonna happen. They paid him a lot of money. So now think about it. What they paying him and think about what they making.
Yep.
He's just an employee. So just imagine what Fox is actually making.
It's the network.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the network.
Oh yeah. Well, it brings more validity. Like, all right, I'm going to take a shot at our own guy. Tony Romo is bad in the regular season, but when he starts talking playoffs and Super Bowl and stuff, there's not too much validity to the things he has to say.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. That is terrible.
It's too early in the show for that, Mikey. It's
it's
He's
not
trying to draw me outside early. He's trying to draw me outside early. I will not let him do it.
No, but you guys think it. I don't know. I think it when he starts talking playoff football, and I'm like,
it ain't much to
it's
talk
like
about.
that ex-wife that talks about how she treated you good and she cooked for you, and then she talk about cooking, and you look at her like, man, you messed up boxed macaroni and cheese. What are you talking?
I will not, Gary. Don't worry, you can keep moving. I ain't gonna say that.
So, all right, let's keep moving, man. So now we know this weekend what we got going on, man. We have the rookie OTAs set from May 13th through the 15th. So, I like to hear about the OTAs. I give you a chance to see these rookies in a professional level for the first time. So Chris, what do you think about the OTAs that's coming up for these rookies this weekend?
Extended 2 days, conditioning, basically learning the playbook. Okay. Basically, the coaches have OTAs to see who's retaining anything. See if anybody actually got in the playbook and learned it, especially if you're a rookie. That's a big deal. A coach ain't got time, man, to teach you plays. Okay, so you're a professional now. You get paid to do this. Okay,
Sure.
so that's what OTAs is about, man. I am excited. I just want everybody to come out unscathed, not injured. You know, it's always somebody, man, around the league have OTAs and they out for the season. I actually don't like OTAs personally. If they gonna have it, I'd rather for it to be a study session than on a field session. Okay, go in there and lift weights. You know, I don't need you running around. I know you fast. That's just me.
Well, 21 Armando, what do you think about that, my man? What do you might think about these OTAs that's coming up this weekend?
Obviously, I'm excited. You know, we get to see all these draft picks, these undrafted free agents that we're picking up. You know, we get to see them out there. The rookies, you know, I just literally just right now I was scrolling through the Cowboys feed. 7 veterans are scheduled to make the rookie training camp. So, you know, they're gonna have the veteran presence there. That's gonna be good for them. You know, who doesn't want to you know, see Dak and Zeke. I don't know who's gonna be there, but you know, from what I'm assuming Dak. You know, if you're a leader and you go to this, you know, you should go. You know, so if he's there, you know, and you're a rookie, hey, you're gonna want to, you know, show out for the, you know. So
For sure.
I'm excited. You know, I want to see who attends as far as the veterans, but you know, these rookies, let's see what we got. You know,
For sure. Mikey, what do you think? Talk to us.
Well, it's kind of crazy that it's 2 weeks away from the draft. So, you know, these guys get drafted and then they come into the facility and then they kick them the hell out. And they have to wait till they got to go there. So it's good for them to get acclimated to their new job. They got picked. Now this is their job. And all of this is orientation. It's a lot of it is you know how it is. Safety. Where I come from in my field, it's safety meetings, decorum, dress, and there's a lot of that. So it's basically welcome to the Cowboys, and honestly, welcome to the Cowboys. So like Chris said, the whole let's not get hurt mentality. That's the whole mentality all the way to the last preseason game. So as long as we come out healthy, we're good.
For sure.
And real quick, G, this is for you. You know a little bit more about this. You know, obviously your son was in the league, so you know, is this like where, you know, you go through these classes, like don't go out and don't have too much fun? And is this what happens here?
That's what they call the rookie symposium. And that's first first and foremost, the do's and don't. You know, they get in there and they get familiar with the coaches and and all that formality stuff, and then from there, you know, they get size for helmets. So yeah, all that goes on like the first day. That's definitely what they're gonna do. And they will have some classroom time, like Chris was saying. They'll do some studying, you know, and they got those playbooks now. But my son, he was up under what was his name? Rob Ryan. And what the reason Rob Ryan was having so much problems with his defense, man, he had a binder this big. I kid you not. And my son even said, he said, Pops, it's just so many different plays that he's trying to, you know, so these kids got to learn this. They got to learn that, like Chris say, they got to learn the playbook. So yeah, they got their hands full. It won't be just a cakewalk. They'll definitely got work to do. So, but again, coaches get familiar who's been doing what, like Chris was saying. So for sure. So yeah, it's going to be something to see. You know, these guys get fit for their helmets and all that good stuff. So yeah, it'd be great. It'd be something to see. So I'm really excited to see who does what. So, but you know, we'll see when the mandatory OTAs happen, and that's when we're going to see some action. So
yeah.
But let's move on, guys. Right next, what we got next is we have, I don't know, Mike McCarthy returns to Green Bay. It's been told on the schedule we go in November. So my question to you guys, Mikey, is this a big deal or is it just another game? I mean, is the media hyping this up or should it be hyped up?
Well, with Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers, obviously, it's gonna be a personal thing. It's gonna be a personal thing with that. But honestly, it's more the Dallas Cowboys getting unowned by Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers has owned us. We owned Brett Favre in the 90s, but as of as of the early, I say tens to now, Aaron Rodgers owns us. So it's more us and breaking that whole Green Bay stigma. I know it's another football game. But going up there and winning would bolster us because who knows where we're at in the race. And last year, one game beating the Cardinals would have been the second spot to the spot we were at, probably even to the first spot. So every NFC game, especially with the top caliber teams, is important. Personally, with Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers, that's extra salsa on the taco.
Yeah, for sure. That's true. Dallas Cowboy Chris, what do you think, my man?
I think it's more of a big deal for Green Bay because he used to be their head coach. Okay. So they want, of course, they want to beat their former head coach, and their head coach know more about Aaron Rodgers more than anybody. Okay. So,
Right.
but with Cowboy fans, we always got one thing on our mind, the Dez catch. Some of us won't let it go. I'm like, look, ain't nothing we can do about it now. Some of us won't let it go. Okay.
But it was a catch.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
He got it.
Okay, we all agree he caught it. Even Green Bay fans know he caught it, but that's what Cowboy fans are more focused on. and I agree with Mikey also, man. They have owned us for a long time, and we need to go up there and get a dub. It's late in the season, so both teams should be in rare form. I mean, they should be in their offenses, in their defense. They should know what their team is about. I think it's going to be a good game on Fox at 3:00 prime time.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Just like Felicia College said, it is a big game because we haven't beaten them since 2019. And we can hype that thing up because, we know Aaron Rodgers, he's a Cowboy killer. And he's been doing it to us for some time now, and it's sad. So I'm at the point right now, guys, with Mike McCarthy and Kellen Moore and Dak Prescott. No more excuses. We're out of excuses. I mean, there's nothing else to talk about. We need you guys to produce now. This is it.
I think this is the year, especially like Dak, because he's not coming. It's not a rehab year. He's already had that full year, so we need to see something. And then Zeke, you got this young kid now. He's gonna be out there, blocking for you. So hopefully, you get some room out there so you can get some more yards because it's that time.
For sure. I agree. I mean, we're at that point. We got rid of Mari. We got rid of Randy Gregory. So I don't care. I don't want to hear about the excuse. Well, this is why we didn't know. We're out of excuses. We're not selling excuses anymore.
Well, you guys sound like all the other Cowboy fans sound like, and I'm on board with you guys. Like we logically worked it out. We've logically worked it out with what's happened with our roster, with injuries, everything. But we are at that point where everybody else, all the I'm not saying the jersey burners, but we're damn near close to being at that point with them. And it's more with the coaching staff and Boy Wonder and Mike McCarthy. So if Mike McCarthy doesn't take this personal and try to win this game, or by then who knows if he's the coach. Anyway, but that's a whole nother can of worms. We're at that point, and when you say that, when you the way you put that inflection in Papa G is we're up here, and it's time to show up.
Yeah, for sure. And there is no more excuses. So I mean, we have to, now it's time to produce. Okay, we've made every excuse and came up with every excuse that we can. So I'm done with it. So let's keep it moving, guys. So now we have this pick that some people think that was a steal. They said this was a steal pick that we got in the draft. Not too many people know much about him, but it was told that this guy is definitely going to be a beast on our defense. So they're comparing Sam Wiliams, who was out of Ole Miss. They're comparing him to Micah Parson, but I say he reminds me a lot of Randy Gregory. So do you guys think, I mean, I don't know if you guys seen this guy, but do you think he's compared more to Micah or Randy Gregory? Let's go, Mike. What you think?
Well, putting that on that kid already, it's a lot of pressure. It's like putting 73 on Smith.
Yeah.
on Tyler Smith. But here we go. I'm with you with the tall, lankier, bendier outside rusher. That's what he is, and that's what he was for his scheme. We don't know what he is yet. He's played against
Right.
college players, and we're gonna see him against air and pads, and maybe we're doing the LeVar Ball and we're talking to existence, our luck, and hopefully it is. Like I for all the crap I talk, I wish I'm wrong half the time because I'm such a pessimist or a realist, if you want. Depends what side of the coin you want to pick. But I said he was the steal. A couple of I said it on a different live that we did, and I thought he was the steal of our draft, and I agree with that. Comparing anybody to Micah right now is unfair because he got compared to Lawrence Taylor, and that was already a crazy comparison to begin with. So putting that on that kid is a lot of pressure. But his body type says to me more Randy Gregory, Jason Taylor.
Yeah. So, Dallas Cowboy Chris, how do you feel about that, man? The comparison.
Well, first of all, Mikey is 90% wrong most of the time, but that's not the question. That's not the question. The question was the comparisons of Sam Wiliams. Now, I consider him more of a Tank Lawrence than a Randy Gregory. Okay, because when you watch all his highlights, he has speed, but then he has power too. This kid is big. Okay, he's big. He got a little bend to him, and he kind of remind me more of Tank than Randy. Randy was super real thin but fast, you know. So I think you're gonna get the best of both worlds with Sam. But I don't think it was a steal because Jerry Jones had been talking about this kid ever since after the Senior Bowl. You know, Jerry Jones literally said we want him. Okay.
Yeah, Dan Quinn actually worked him out himself personally. So they had to own him.
It wasn't a steal when Jerry keep pimping his hand. One day that's gonna come back and burn him. But I can't wait to see the kid in some pads in the shorts. You know, it don't matter to me. Everybody look good in shorts, including me.
21 Armando, what do you think about old Sam Wiliams, man?
You know what? I was looking it up, but I saw the comparisons with Randy Gregory as far as his body type, and everything matches up. But Sam Wiliams is faster. So I would definitely see the comparison with Randy Gregory. I'm excited to see him. I do believe he was a steal for us in the draft, you know. But like Chris said, you know, what is it? Jerry Jones. He spoke it, and he went and got him. Maybe that's why we passed a few other guys because he saw something in Sam Wiliams that he said, you know what, I gotta have this dude. And we talked about it last week on the huddle. Dan Quinn was out there in pads with him, so he was out there, so they saw something in him that in person that they said, okay, we're gonna go get this guy, so I'm excited about that. And just real quick, the number one pick, which was Aiden Hutchinson to the Lions.
No, that was Walker from Aiden went number two.
Aiden went number two, right? So I see. I'm looking at it at his compared to Sam Wiliams, and everything is the same. The only thing is Aiden Hutchinson had 13 sacks. Sam Wiliams has 12.5. Aiden had 58 tackles. Sam Wiliams 56. Games played 12. Sam Wiliams 13. Aiden Hutchinson. So it's all there, So
right.
So everything looks like we drafted the second, the number 2 pick.
Right. And I think what the problem
Sam didn't go to Michigan.
Good stuff, big boy.
Sam didn't go to Michigan. He didn't go to Michigan.
And I think one thing, the reason he dropped was the off the field
issue.
The off the field issues are what caused him to drop because he was really projected to go pretty high, but not saying that, because he wasn't really charged for it, but I'm not, in position to talk anything about that, but he wasn't charged. And I think because he was caught up in that or whatever, it caused him to drop in his stock. So again, I agree. I really think it was a steal as well. So, but we'll see. Well, like I say, I think it was Neil at the combine from where's he from? A&M. Neil.
Keanu Neal.
Yeah, and he was talking to Orlando Pace, and he said, "Well, man, what do you think about NFL level?" He said, "Man, let me tell you something. It's a whole different beast. Everything that you did in college, these guys are here experience." So, he said, best thing to do, keep your pad level down. And, he just kind of give them tips. But that's what a lot of veteran players are going to tell you. Look, the pros is nothing like college level because now it's a job. It's not sports anymore. It's a job. And I got to fight to keep my job because I got this veteran that's free agent want my job. And then I got this damn rookie coming in behind me want my job. So it's a career now. So and that's what he was telling me. It's a different beast. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Now I know you guys have heard about this. Well, I know y'all heard about this, and I'm gonna ask you guys. And this leads to another question. But here we go. Does Dallas need a second NFL team? Have y'all heard about this?
That mayor talking too much.
Y'all need to vote that mayor out or something. I don't know.
But you know what?
I know. Go ahead, Mike, because I know where you're going. Because,
dude, there is enough. And my brother's told me because my brother lives in the Fort Worth area. He's it's funny. There's a lot of people, as much as they love the Cowboys, don't like the Cowboys. So there's probably as much people in the area that don't like the Cowboys that would go see this other team. But I don't know what this man is trying to do or what he's trying to do with his votes. I know football is a big part, not just the Cowboys, not the brand of the Cowboys, but football in general in Texas. And I know where he's going with that. More revenue for the city. And that's all good and dandy. So
economic.
It's not economically, if they could take it, you guys live there. You think you're a city that could hold two teams?
Well, I'm go ahead, Gary. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, Chris.
All right. When I heard this, the first thing I thought about was Jerry would lose his freaking mind if it was another team in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. But then I thought about it like this. The reason why the mayor was trying to do that, because our metropolitan is just as big as LA, just as big as New York, okay? So he's thinking, okay, look, I need to bring somebody else in here to get more pub about Dallas. And just like Mikey said, there's so many transplants here. You meet more Cowboy haters than you do Cowboy fans a lot of times, okay?
Yeah.
So I don't think if this does happen, but I know it's not because Jerry is not going to have that at all. Okay? Because remember, do you remember?
I'm going to counter that, Chris. I'm going to counter that. But
do you remember when San Antonio was trying to get the Saints, okay? Jerry lost his mind, okay? San Antonio built that big-ass stadium to get an NFL team. Jerry Jones blocked that. So can you imagine if somebody tried to come to Dallas with Jerry Jones? It'll be more than a car accident. It's going to be some problems.
So my thing was I'm surprised that Jerry Jones doesn't have a no compete clause. There's teams out there that have a no compete clause. Like
the Mavericks and the Stars do. The Cowboys don't.
Yeah, exactly. I was going. Mark Cuban has a no compete clause. You can't have another team in there. But another thing is, I heard that they would use AT&T Stadium. That if so Jerry, in my head, I'm thinking Jerry's thinking money.
Damn right. I'm with you. There you go. Now
wouldn't that be hypocritical? Wouldn't that be hypocritical of Jerry Jones, the number one capitalist in the NFL, to block a team from going forward and then progressing the own Metroplex area? I think that'd be very hypocritical. If anything,
real quick, and Gary knows this. That stadium been paid for. The people of Arlington paid for that stadium. That stadium was paid off in 2 years. Okay, Jerry get money just regardless. Hey, Armando got a new hat. I got a new hat. Hey, bro,
they're paying Jerry.
He got money. Okay, all our people on online are all across the country. They got all this Cowboy gear. Okay. That other team playing there, hey man, high school and college play there. It's a game there every week. It don't matter. Jerry getting all the money, okay? Yeah. But Jerry don't want his fans even interested in nothing but the blue and white. That's it.
Well, and
Gary, I'm
that's
sorry. It's your time, Gary.
No.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But think about, I was listening to 105.3 this morning, and big shout out to them because it made sense. Now, what if this other team, watch this, like they said on 105.3, this is where the source I got from. What if the other team was tenants of the AT&T Stadium?
Yeah, kind of like what they do with SoFi, like the poor Chargers are renting.
Meadowland up there, whatever, up in New York.
Giants
New
and the
York
Jets.
Jets, New York Giants. One's AFC, one NFC. Now I understand what you're saying, Chris, but if it don't make money, it don't make sense. We're talking about Jerry Jones.
Okay,
Jerry Jones could pull this off. And again, what I'm saying now, what the mayor said, and he made some sense on it. He said, well, this will be good for our schools as well, so our kids can be able to play at some of these games that's built for Dallas. He said we can have some of the best football camps for our kids. They don't have to go to Frisco. They can't afford to go to Frisco, but we can have it right here, which I hear what the mayor is saying. But again, like they say on 105.3, the fan, what if Jerry Jones used them as tenants?
All right, can I say this? Can I say this? Can I say this? Why did the Chiefs leave? I'm gonna tell you why the Chiefs left. The Chiefs, the Dallas Texans, who are the Kansas City Chiefs now, left Dallas in the 60s because they couldn't because they couldn't compete with the Cowboys. And you trying to bring another team in the 2020s where the Cowboys rule the Southwest and America, okay?
Yeah.
And Mexico. They rule
yes, sir.
Okay.
Simon.
So there's no way that they barely got a team in Houston, and Houston is the biggest city in Texas. Jerry didn't want that. So the Chiefs left in the 60s because they couldn't compete with the Cowboys.
That's because Jerry wasn't the owner, though.
Okay, but why would you want a team and then they stands would look like the Oakland A's?
Not necessarily, like Mikey said. Those Pittsburgh Steelers that's from Texas, those Oakland Raiders that's from Texas that can't make all the game, those are the people that's going to fill that stand up.
But yeah, because it'll be obviously an AFC, and he specifically said AFC team.
Yeah,
and then that does throw off everything. Like one more team or two more teams will throw off the whole dynamic we have. All divisions are 4 teams. There's 16 teams in each respective division, which is 32 teams. And right now I like the way our league is as far as numbers. It would throw us all off unless we want to grow it even more and become a soccer league where it just gets bumped out. I just love where the NFL is, but he did throw the economic thing and put it under conversation, and it got us going. So whatever gets us going, what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Yeah. Cowboys beat. Hold tight real quick. Excuse me. We got one more topic, then I'll bring you on, my man. So hold tight. So with that being said, guys, I mean, that's still something to be seen and something to be heard, but it's talk. That's what they're doing. They're talking. I don't know how successful that would be, but it's talk. But so on with what we got up next. So we're gonna get hit with this one here, guys, but I don't care. Hey, last time I checked, they all was professional. So let's talk about the rumors of the Cowboys schedule.
So
they're saying that we have the easiest.
We're tied. We're tied for the second easiest schedule. And you guys already know this is what they're going to use. Oh, you guys got the easiest schedule. Just like G said, they're all professionals. They all play in the same league. They all get paid, So whether it's easy or not, we don't know, You can say it's the easy schedule. We don't know how the teams are going to look coming into the season. So, it is what it is. We still got to get through our schedule. We know one game, and that's the Packers. We don't know. We know who we're playing. We don't know when. So, I don't think it's easy. I see some tough games on there. Obviously after the draft, the Eagles stepped it up a little bit. Those are tough games. So I don't see how they say easy, but we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, I got an answer for that. the New England Patriots had the easiest schedule for the 20 years in a row. Everybody in their conference sucked. But then everybody until the Bills finally got good. But for 20 years, New England was the only team in that conference that made it to the playoffs. But did everybody did everybody say New England schedule sucked? I mean, was soft? No, it was.
Nobody remembers that. Nobody remembers.
That's because they're not the Dallas Cowboys, man.
Anyway, it don't matter. I agree with Armando. Hey man, they get paid just like we do. I don't give a damn where it's our job to kick their ass, and we will.
Yeah. What you think, Mikey? What you got, Mikey?
And want to flip it, I've been busting on the NFC East because of the quarterback play, regardless. But I'm gonna piggyback off stuff that Chris has said about, the East is the East, regardless. Like the worst thing in the East will bite you in your ass because it's the East, and it's those division games are always gonna be tough. They're never gonna be easy. Regardless of Daniel Jones and Carson Wentz, those defense are going to go out to play. So it's in the East. It's never easy. Just the quarterback's the best.
Yeah,
yeah. Basically, all professionals. So that's what's going on, man. So I'm waiting on. I think we got Cowboy B. He got disconnected. So Cowboy B, you want to come on real quick? I need you to reconnect. So let's go through some of the comments real quick. So Felicia said, "Hell, I'm down for an easy schedule. Anything to get to the Super Bowl." I know that's right. Shit, you understand? So
if we're trying to fill time real quick, I don't know if you guys have got one of these. Have you guys got one of these?
My man, Mike. Yeah, he lives here in Fort Worth.
And well, you know what? I've had this for 2 weeks, and I didn't get on. And I told him that I would open this up, and this is nothing but love. And this is hey, being your friends have made me get stuff. So I want to show up because what is the name? Is Mike Vidales? Is that his name?
Vidales, yeah.
Mike Vidales. Hey, Mike Vidales, man. Let me open this.
He literally just sent me a message on TikTok too.
Yeah, dude. Boom. What I got? I got air fresheners.
Hey, you got the air freshener. I didn't even get the air freshener.
Oh, I got a decal. I'm putting this on my freaking hard hat.
I think I put that at the In-N-Out in Vegas.
Because
I got 2 picks. I got 2 picks.
Have you seen his videos? Have you seen where he's going and put stickers on different? He put a sticker on Rosa's cafeteria the other day.
Who is it? Who is this?
Mike, the guy who sent all the stuff. Yeah.
Watch. I'll show you. It comes like this, Mike Vidal. I don't want to give up too much information. You gotta put it over the internet. Oh wow, booyah!
Yes, sir.
Mary, and we said that this was Christmas.
Dude,
this was Christmas all over again.
Hey, yes, sir.
He sent me one too. He sent me one too.
and then I got more decals. And you know what? I there it is, dude. There we go. So this is too cool. This is a blessing. This man doesn't have to do this for nobody, but his TikTok is based on he has a bunch of stuff in his trunk, and he has he goes to the post office, and if you're a random Cowboy fan, you ask him, he sees your content, he gets your stuff, and he sends it to you. So Mike, I'm sorry for the delay. I appreciate you. Hey, knowing Mondo did help because I said, homie, send me stuff, and then Mondo's like, yeah, Mike's a good. Let's Mondo double down. Homeboy asked me for my address. So being friend, I have friends in high places, and with Chris, I got friends in low places. It's a song, but Michael.
Real quick, Gary, he lives here in Fort Worth.
Okay. No, I hadn't had a chance to meet him yet, man. I'll look him up.
If you ever in a gas station and you see a sticker, a Cowboy sticker, that was probably Mike.
I can't wait till I get my stickers. I'm gonna do the same thing. I
Hey,
can't wait.
Hey, Mike Vidales, muchas gracias. You are a super fan. Like this is more than a blessing. Stuff like this is awesome, and you are part of the Cowboys Huddle for sure. And
No doubt.
I'll give me your shirt size, and I'll send you a 520 boy shirt.
Okay.
Hey, yours is still in the mail, y'all.
Okay, I got to bring Cowboys Beat on, guys. All right,
Come on.
appreciate y'all feeling that time. Let's bring on Cowboys Beat. Here he is. What's up, Cowboys Beat? My man. Oh, yeah, my dude.
God.
What's
My
going
God.
on?
What's up,
big
guys?
dog?
Hey,
What's up,
thanks
big
for
dog?
having me on the huddle tonight, guys. I
Sure,
really
man.
appreciate
Hey,
it.
man, you have some great content, man. We appreciate everything that you report, man. I watch you on a daily basis, man, and we're just glad to have you on tonight. I had to put the face with the name. I said, I know this name, but man, it's great to have you on. So, talk to us, fill us in, and what you've come across, and you can share with us real quick.
First. Tell everybody where you from, brother.
I'm from about I'm about an hour out from Philadelphia. Look, I tell people this. You know, everyone's like, "Oh, you can't root for the Cowboys. You're from Philadelphia." I'm like, hold up. Wait 1 second. This is America's team. And the
Yes, sir.
The last time I checked, I'm from America, so we're good. We're good. We got two
He throwing that
options
Nipsey hustle. He
now.
threw the Nipsey cut last time that I checked.
Rest
That's
in
right.
peace,
Last
man.
time I checked.
I rock with that song definitely.
Yeah.
No, I'm just looking at the Cowboys schedule. So the you got the Packers game that's confirmed. The Bengals game, that's another game that looks like it's going to happen on Thanksgiving. And just from those two games being later on in the season, I think that favors the Cowboys because everybody knows that Michael Gallup will probably be out for the first 5 to 6 weeks of the season. And knowing the Jones timeline for injuries, he's not going to be back until week 9. So playing these good teams later in the season would benefit us compared to playing them early in the season because we'll have, our guy back.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. Makes sense. No shit.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask Cowboys Beat. How do you feel about the division?
So if you were to ask me, I think the Cowboys are going to finish first in the division. I think Washington's going to finish second. Remember, Washington made a little bit of a run there, and then Heineke got hurt, and then they were never the same. I like Washington more than I like the Eagles because I think it's one thing to add talent to your team, but you have to put these guys in the best position to succeed. And nobody knows, like Nick Sirianni, he's an okay coach. Jonathan Gannon, you talk to the people in Philadelphia, they want nothing to do with Jonathan Gannon. So they can add these guys like Nakobe Dean and Jordan Davis. If they don't have a coach to put them in the best position to succeed, it's really all for nothing.
Right.
So I think it's going to be the Cowboys are going to finish 11-6. I think Washington's going to finish. I think Washington and Philly are both going to finish 10-7, but I think Washington's going to have a better divisional record, and they'll probably make the playoffs.
Sounds good, man. That's great. So, man, I mean, how accountable do you hold Mike McCarthy this year?
I hold him. I hold him accountable just because in that playoff game, 14 penalties. I mean, that falls right on the coaching. And then not only that, how is he going to sit up there and say that, oh, well, we felt some nerves in the locker room pregame? Well, you're a Super Bowl winning head coach. How in the world do you let guys go out there, having nerves in a big game like that?
For sure.
Mike McCarthy, and here's the reason why. Mike McCarthy doesn't call plays on either side of the football. And for the reason that I don't know what he does, I hold him accountable because I should know what a head coach does.
Yeah, and it makes sense because we've been questioning the same thing, knowing that he's always been a quarterback coach. You think he would have some ties with Dak Prescott, but we never see him make any adjustments when there's issues on the offense. And we've always, how does he do? What does he do?
Armando can imitate him real good.
I got the play sheet. This is what you do right here.
So we've always questioned why didn't he engage with Kellen Moore or Dak throughout the game and say, hey, we're not going to do this. Let's do this. So, what do you think about that? I mean, that you feel the same way?
Yeah, it's incumbent, especially when you have an offensive-minded head coach and you see what your offensive coordinator is doing. He's not adjusting to what the other team's doing. You, as a head coach, need to go up to him, especially an offensive-minded head coach. You need to go up to him and you need to say, "Hey, look, I'm seeing this. You need to make this adjustment." If you realize that your offensive coordinator is not making adjustments, that's incumbent on you, because at the end of the day, you can blame Kellen Moore all you want. The head coach is the one out of all the coaches who should be held the most accountable. He's the one that's got to have these guys in check. And if he has to take over for play calling because he doesn't like what Kellen Moore is doing, then that's what he has to do.
He has to do.
Whoa, wait a minute.
He sounds like somebody I know. He sounds like Cowboy Chris said the same shit, okay,
2 weeks
about
ago.
Mike McCarthy. I said the same thing, but nobody won't listen to me. They want to blame the boy wonder, Kellen Moore. It ain't Kellen Moore's responsibility. It's always the head coach's responsibility.
Let's give him some context. The context was, Beats. Hey, thanks for coming on, Beats, because you didn't answer my live, you wouldn't even be on, my dog. We were friends first. Remember that. Anyway. That's my dog.
That's not true. I was on his live before you, Mikey.
Oh, man. Anyway, I was nice and saucy. So, the context of it was, could Mike McCarthy remove Boy Wonder as a head coach? Could he remove him? And our argument was Kellen Moore came as a package deal. So he could put it in, my argument was he could put it in a suggestion box in Jerry Jones' office all he wants. If Jerry Jones wants to move, Mike McCarthy is a puppet. If he was really the head coach, he would have did that a long time ago. And you're right. What the heck does he do as a head coach? He's like a baseball coach. He's all dressed up to the T, but it doesn't seem like adjustments are made. It seems like DQ and Kellen Moore are the only ones really, really coaching this team. And what does he really do? His power moves haven't been done. And do it again, Armando. Tell me what he really does.
He gets mad and he slaps the
playbook. And he has the play, and the playbook is right there in his hand.
Yep.
He's not a leader, though. It's like I look at a guy like Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn is a leader. I mean, when you saw the way the Cowboys players reacted, like on the defensive side of the football, when they were talking about potentially signing him to the Broncos to be their head coach, they didn't want him to leave. And when he came back, they were all happy. I mean, you saw him in the Saints game. I saw a leader on the sideline for the first time all season. Mike McCarthy just, he's not a guy you run through the wall for. Dan Quinn is, and which is why, like, when people are saying, hey, they should bring in Sean Payton, bump that. I want Dan Quinn as the head coach of this team.
Yes, sir.
And we're
and his point was for the last it'd be a whole nother culture building. We go like 3 years back when we already got the dude in the building. We'd already got the dude. That's why I say by the time we play Green Bay, is it gonna be like it doesn't even matter if McCarthy is gonna be there or if we even say this question because he's not gonna be there. I don't see him being there.
Two things. I thought the idea of Mike McCarthy getting fired midseason was crazy, but I'm coming around to it for one reason only, and that's because of Dan Quinn. Because I think Jerry Jones actually wants Dan Quinn to be the next head coach of this football team. So if they were to fire Mike McCarthy, he's like, all right, cool. I got my guy right here. This is the guy we're rolling with.
He's there.
Let me go with everybody. Chris, does Mike McCarthy last the whole season?
He better with our schedule. He better. He better.
Gee.
And then
let me finish that. Let me finish that, Armando. If Mike McCarthy is fired before the season's over, something went horribly wrong. Okay? So he better.
Especially because two of the better teams that we play, Green Bay and Cincinnati, we're not even playing them until
late.
Thanksgiving
the season.
Cincinnati games on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's the rumor.
That's the latter end of the
second thing I wanted to talk about. It's funny, like everybody just assumes if Mike McCarthy gets fired, it's Sean Payton, and like, yeah, that's the splashy move. But and people are saying that you like, look, that's the splashy move. But in the recent Cowboy history, outside of the CeeDee Lamb pick, what like big splashy move have the Cowboys made? Like, it's kind of, a thing of the past for the Cowboys.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. For
Roy,
sure.
I think the Roy Williams trade was the last big splashy move this team has done, and I foresee ever doing, because you saw how much that blew up in the face. Speaking of Roy Williams, doesn't that new wide receiver, what's it, AJ, the dude from the Titans, remind you a little of a Roy Williams from Texas? And that in this, doesn't he remind you of that? My bad. I'm sorry, I was just thinking about that.
Somewhat. He don't always do this though.
Right.
That's all. Roy. Yeah.
And so I wanted to ask you guys, do you guys think that the Cowboys should go out in free agency and sign a guy like Ndamukong Suh? Because that's a guy that I'm looking at, and I'm like, I want the Cowboys to bring that guy in the building, because I'm looking at their defensive line unit right now, and I'm like, I think there's guys that can break out, like Osa. I love Osa. I think he can break. But I'm looking at that defense, like DeMarcus Lawrence. He's obviously, that guy. But other than that, like I want the Cowboys to bring somebody in here to where it's like, when you look at Ndamukong Suh, last two teams he played for, Rams and Buccaneers, both teams that go into every season and say, our expectations is Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? But it's actually like they win games in the playoffs. Like, you need a guy like that, like Ndamukong Suh, to come in. And he's still productive. He's 35 years old.
JPP
contract. JPP is another one, but I like Ndamukong Suh over if we could sign one guy in free agency right now and all the free agents still available.
I think his price would be too high. He's still mercenary-ish, you know what I mean? And then it goes to, we don't got the money for that. It goes to the whole picture of Micah Parsons and what's his name? That picture that came out, that viral picture of Michael Parsons and the play for the
Von Miller.
And Von Miller, saying it almost happened. It wasn't close to happening. We didn't even have the money for him. He's the only defensive player in his era that has $200 million contracts, and he got that from Denver, and he just got it from the Bills. So we weren't gonna give him that money. So it was not even close to happening. And it's not. I get Suh, but Suh price tag is too big. My delusional pick, where everybody thought I was crazy, is I wanted Jadeveon Clowney. I still think he's a serviceable guy, but as Papa G relayed to me, he is as good as the defensive Tim Tebow.
I'm just saying. Now, what Beast was saying, I mean, I can see Suh coming in as far as rotation. I mean, but he had to come in cheap, and that's one thing I don't think he's going to do. He's not going to come in cheap.
I think we have a better chance of landing JPP, Jason Pierre-Paul, than Ndamukong Suh, just because. But again, the price, because he's coming from a Super Bowl team, JPP. So
there's a lot of players that we don't know that are not on the Cowboys that are going to be on the Cowboys. And I know that's like really
free agents, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of players that are on other teams and other rosters that are going to be cut that are not on the Cowboys. Now, I think the Cowboys have learned, especially with this whole 2 years ago with the whole Don Terry Poe thing, that it bit us in the butt. And then all those free agents that we picked up and we spent our money on at the end of the season weren't on the team. So
I got a question for Cowboy Beat. Who's your college team?
Ohio State.
Ohio State.
That's all.
You know how like this season, like the Cowboys were like, hey, we're gonna address being more physical. Right? I think next year, what they're going to be saying to themselves is, we need more experience on this team, because a lot of these guys are really young, and it's
Jabril Cox, Parsons,
like when you're going up against a team like the 49ers and they made it to a Super Bowl, and you got a guy like Zach Martin who's never seen a conference championship, like. and that's like the most experience you have on the team, Tyron Smith. I mean, these guys have, and it was recently too. It was 2 seasons ago, or what's that? Yeah, about 2 seasons ago they were in the Super Bowl.
Well, we got rid of La'el Collins. He was a veteran. You know, he's gone. We got rid of Joe Looney. He was a veteran. So I guess they're trying to rebuild in those areas, I believe.
Hey, Gary, I'm sorry, Gary, you see Omar's comment?
Dude, I saw it.
he must be smoking that stuff.
Yeah. Well, you know, again, we talked about the Eagles. It's one thing to have talent, but you got to be able to coach talent.
Whoa, Omar. Whoa, Omar. Whoa.
Hey,
just
Omar,
saying.
Omar, can you read this?
Whoa.
That's right. That's right. So glad to have you on, Omar. But yeah. So back to Beats, what you was asking earlier. I really like Neville Gallimore and Osa starting at them in the inside. I really do. I think they're a full season together, and we'll see a lot more production. I really don't think Tristan Hill makes it this season. He's going to get cut.
I don't either.
Tristan is going to get cut. So
yeah, it's a Marinelli guy.
Yeah, he might not make it. He hasn't developed. He hasn't produced. So we might could slide somebody in his play. Well, we also got what's his name from we got the big boy.
The big boy.
John Ridgeway.
Yeah, from Arkansas. The big kid from Arkansas. Yeah.
But we got the other.
No, there's another big boy. Bohanna. And he was a rookie last year. So we saw what Steele did in the weight room and what they developed. So Bohanna could be one of those. Let's see what he looks like in training camp type kids, because we were impressed by the kid's size, and we've needed a 300-pound roadblock there for a long time. So,
yeah,
I'm interested in that.
Yeah. So here's a question real quick before we close out, guys. Who would be the captains this year? Let's start with Chris. Who do you think will be the captain?
Tank on defense, Dak on offense. Probably Micah for the first time on defense. And of course, it's gonna be Zach Martin.
Okay, yeah. Mike, who do you have?
They always have 2 offense, 2 defense.
Yeah, and then a special teamer. So, we got Anger, right? Maybe Anger. I'm on that, but then Anger for sure, because he was a Pro Bowler, and whoever's gonna kick. And then we forget kicking. Hey, the 2 of the most important positions on a team that win games are long snapper. That's very valuable, and our kicker. And you see how much our kicker has cost us for the last 4 years from the F Maher. That's what I used to call him, get the F Maher. Oh
my God.
And Greg, there's too much leg. I you know what? I used to cringe when our kicker would hit a 50-plus field goal, like a 55-plus field goal, because all that did was give our coach a green light to always go for it instead of trying to get the first down. And if that's from Garrett all the way to now to McCarthy. So let's just have a regular kicker, and let's have our offense try to win games, not the damn kicking game. That's all.
Okay. We got 1 minute. 1 minute. We got to let our man from Canada on. We got 1 minute. Him and old Sneaky G, they know when to come in. But here he is.
There's Anthony.
What up?
Can fan, what's going on with you, buddy?
I was just sitting there watching. I was like, I gotta get in on that action, you guys. What do you got? What are you drinking up there, Chris?
Oh, I got a little. Let's see. I got a little Mickey Love Ultra today.
Oh, okay. Watching the waistline. That's okay.
Keeping that 300-pound figure.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep my figure.
Hey, Can fan, have you met Cowboys Beat? I don't know, but he's our guest tonight.
What's going on, buddy?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Great. I've been watching. You're from Philadelphia and you're still rocking the blue and silver. That's awesome. You must get told to fuck off all the time.
Yeah, that's something I get told. I get told a lot worse things than that.
Those Dalco guys ain't nothing nice, bro. Those Dalco nothing nice.
If that was the worst thing I heard, that'd be awesome.
It's a good day.
Cowboy, I don't know if you saw his video, Cam Fam. He did a video with the Philly sports guy, And he pretty much told him at the end of the video, "All right, I got one last word for you. Fuck off." That was oh, go fuck yourself. What did you tell him?
Fuck your life.
I'll probably see him tomorrow. I'll probably see the Philly sports guy tomorrow. I'm actually going to the Sixers game.
Oh,
Perfect.
yeah,
Oh,
go.
Ask him if he
Sure.
remembers someone telling him to go fuck himself.
Yeah.
Hey, well, tell him Cowboy Huddle said hello.
Definitely.
For sure.
So what's going on, Cam fan, man? What you tell us something real quick?
Not much. I just wanted to come on. I've been watching for the last bit, but I was kind of catching up on some work, and I don't know. I like shooting the shit on Wednesday nights.
What do you think about the Green Bay game?
I'm kind of mad that all this stuff's getting leaked. I kind of like just seeing it all at once. I like seeing it at once, and I see the Green Bay game, and then I quickly check. I'm like, oh fuck, is that the one right before Thanksgiving? Because we're gonna try to do the game before Thanksgiving and then the Thanksgiving Day game, which it's not. Right. But I don't know. I kind of want to see it all at once instead of these little bit of leak here, leak there.
I didn't even know about the Bengals game till I think I saw it on TikTok, but I haven't seen it anywhere on social media. I just heard rumors, but apparently that's the thing. The Bengals on Thanksgiving.
The funny thing is, though, like I guaranteed if we collectively got together this morning and we're all like, okay, let's say we're playing so and so on this date, and we all posted it, it would run, right? So you can never really put.
It would. Just that's easy. It would. You're right. So should the Green Bay and Dallas game be such a hype game, or is it just?
I think everyone's just so thirsty for football right now that we're
Yeah, we're on football
deal.
party.
We're just making a big deal about it right now, where I don't really think it. I mean, it's hard to say. Any game could be the best game of the year. Obviously, Green Bay has Aaron Rodgers. We have Dak Prescott. They're huge faces of the NFL. So there's going to be a lot of hype. Mike McCarthy won a Super Bowl with Green Bay, so there's the hype for that. They're kind of toting it as a revenge game for him already, but it's like, come on, like really? Like
I mean, yeah, really.
I don't like playing them.
Hey, you got to see. Did you see how he worded that? He said he didn't lead them to a Super Bowl. He won a Super Bowl with them. Just saying.
It's true. He did. He didn't lead them to the Super Bowl.
What was that, Cowboy B?
I said the only bad part about playing them in November is that weather up there.
Yeah.
No doubt.
No, it's cold. It's cold up there in like June. I was in Wisconsin last June. I was playing Whistling Straits, the golf course, and it was like 55 degrees out.
In June.
I'll take 55 degrees, boy.
Oh,
yeah, I'm sure you would, Arizona bound. I'm sure.
I'll take 55 degrees.
Well, that's what's up, man. Hey, guys, I would sure hate to end this like this, but I got a dog I got to pick up from the groomer. You understand? So,
hey, you're the host. You're the host. You get to pick when it ends, bro.
I just want to say thanks for having me on, guys. This was a blast.
Hey, make sure you come back, Cowboys, big man. You're always welcome. Cam fan is family now, so now you're family. So this is what we do on Wednesday night. What's up Wednesdays? And with that being said, like I always say, don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. So let's make it happen. Dallas Cowboys. Deuces.
Puro pinches Cowboys.
Yeah.